Society Stitchers. I'm Katie.
I'm Laura.
We're the Black Needle Society, and we are here for a WIP parade. Mom will do her WIP parade if she does one, I think later on in 2024, because her filming partner is going to be forced to take a tiny sabbatical. So
in April.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna pop my glasses up so I can see everything you have.
so yeah, I'm gonna show you my WIPs over here. And so Mom's WIP parade will happen on her channel in about April. And so I'm doing mine now before the new year starts because I just went through all my WIPs. And
I just gained a few WIPs.
Actually, yeah. Oh yeah, so my count is down now. I was at 125 WIPs. However, I found another one tucked in another bag as we were going through things, but then I offloaded some other WIPs. So I actually don't have an accurate number currently, but it's fine. Okay, so
it's around there. It's around 120.
I'm going to start with some of my oldest WIPs. These are not all of my oldest WIPs because some of them have made their way into Halloween and Christmas.
And we trade things back and forth.
Yeah. So, but this is like the collective. I haven't touched them in years WIPs. Okay. So first off, we have Bent Creek, the pumpkin flower sampler. I just want you to note the prices on some of these because that's how old these are. So that's the pattern. And this is my itty bitty baby start. On a big piece of fabric.
This makes me wonder if this was one of the January starts when we used to do those.
You know what? Some of these that are really old, we're going to go through and pull the needle out because if you don't know, you, as I have found out, since I haven't touched some of these in like 10, 15 years, your needles will leave rust marks in your projects if you don't.
And you just want to be rid of this, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to turn this toward me and tuck them in.
Okay. Mom is going to be.
I found a good bag. I could tuck them in.
Mom is going to be rebagging for me and apparently disposing of my needles as I find them. Okay. Number 2. This one we're keeping the needle because I don't know where I have needles for these. And
oh, it's a big needle.
Yeah. And it's dark fabric, so I'm not worried about rust stains. Okay. Project number 2 is Joy by Lizzie Kate. So this one has stayed a WIP because my supplies got separated from the project. So I have been on a buying binge hunt looking for a green that will match because I had started to fill in the wreath and then I lost all of the variegated. So I think this is the correct one.
So these are pearl cottons that she's using too.
So, I mean, I can't tell you now how many freaking pearl cottons I've bought to try and match what I had.
It's really cute.
It is.
It'll make a great pillow.
I think it'll be a fast finish now that I think I've found the right thing. Next up is, can you pull out the WIP in there? Yep. Is Yule by Bent Creek. And the WIP is actually inside of a smaller bag.
You don't mind if it doesn't go back in there, right?
And there's that.
Oh yeah, I love this series.
And then here was my big start.
You do like your borders.
I do. And here is another needle to go away. There we go. And I can't even tell you what this fabric is at this point. There are no tags. I would guess that that's R&R based on the way that it feels. Yeah. And based on the fact that our LNS used to be the Old Mill Stitchery and they were pretty tight with R&R and Blackbird.
And that's, we had ready access to R&R fabrics.
Yes.
For sure.
Then here's that bag. This one has 2 projects. So here are threads.
Okay.
This is Spring's Promise by Blackbird Designs. This was part of the Loose Feathers Club. This is Mom's pattern that I have stolen.
This one's so pretty, but if this gets stitched and hung up in our house, I will be really excited.
I actually think I had started this one and something happened and I had to restart it. So this was my restart. And also I think
I
this
would bet this
was,
is R&R fabric.
yo, this is definitely R&R fabric, but this is also, I can see from the green stitching, this is a New Year start from when I was in high school or college, because of this teal zigzagging mom did for me. So this was my New Year's Day start on this.
And this is 18th century Blackbird.
Yeah, and it's
Because
freaking gorgeous.
We would have gotten the fabric that went with it.
Next up, I have
Yep, and
Blackbird Designs Glad Tidings. This is not a Loose Feathers. It's a schoolgirl sampler series. And then, excuse me, all the supplies are in a second bag in here. Here's this. This, oh, what is the fabric? It says it on the tag.
Oh, okay. This is 40 count Newcastle linen in autumn sunrise.
So this is my start. Honestly, I may pick this out because it looks like I'm using 2 strands on 40 count.
And that is not fun.
But I love this fabric. So yeah, I may actually make this not a start and unpick this.
Yeah.
Next up, do you want to set that one aside so I can do that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it.
Oh, I zipped and unzipped.
Unzipped and rezipped.
Yep. Oh my gosh, I can't get to it. I can't really show you a picture of this whole thing.
Let me look through the
Here, no,
patterns.
it's okay, just take the bag.
Okay.
It's not on the back of any of them. She started doing that later. So this is the second Lizzie Kate monthly series. It's Blocks with Charm is the series. And I'll show you where I am. So I don't think I think I have another set
You have
of
April,
outlines.
January, February, March, April.
And I have one more set of outlines to do down below. And then I would have to fill in all the rest of those months.
And then you'll have like half of this piece of fabric left.
So I should tell you from that Lizzie Kate Joy, this is how I learned how to stitch, was 10 count Tula and Lizzie Kate. I was obsessed with Lizzie Kate. And
obviously they come out really, really pretty. It's a great way to have a younger stitcher learn to stitch because they can use one strand of pearl cotton and a bigger needle, and the holes are big, easy to see.
Yeah, and show y'all my back. This is like 10-year-old me.
So, but it is a great way to learn to stitch, and it's so fun.
Yeah. And this was about the time that Weeks Dye Works was coming out with overdyed pearl cottons. So if you see, I chose a couple
behind the tree.
Yeah, I just chose a couple of variegateds per month to go behind different things that I thought would really highlight and make it pretty. Because they didn't do the full, well, they didn't do the full line of their colors, so I couldn't get all of them, but I picked and I found what I liked best to highlight it. So,
and I think now that you probably can get most of the line in pearl cotton from them.
So, yeah.
But it was a fun way for you to learn things that you liked, and you didn't get so frustrated.
So I think quickly I'll try and flip through. What I have left to do is May. Oh, this isn't even that series. June. July. August. September. October. November.
Sorry.
And December. And if I remember correctly, I was like speed stitching, or I was trying to like brace myself when I was working on this previously. And I could get one whole block done in about a day and a half. I kept trying to get it down to one day and I couldn't.
That's funny.
So then I don't know where there it is. It's like, I don't know where the picture is for this one. My one and only Mirabilia that might ever get done is Cinderella. I am not doing the border. I am doing the castle. I don't like the frame. And I am doing it on Phantom, Picture This Plus Phantom. And that's what is done. Now, I cannot take credit for all of the stitching on here. I sent this in a round robin, and lovely, lovely, lovely people helped me with that skirt. Whoop. But I did do the whole castle.
And also, the year that I did the challenge group, I used this for different challenges because it would fit something with the castle, you know, anything of that was
Yeah.
like that.
So
That's funny.
and there are no needles in it. Okay. This we've already talked about. That is not actually a WIP anymore. Then this is kind of an odd bag, so I'm going to pull all of these out and hand one these a little bit at a time.
Okay. We do have buttons.
Yeah, I don't know what those go to. So I have All Things Bright and Beautiful by Lizzie Kate.
Is that one started?
It is.
Oh, okay.
I really love the fabric that I have it on. It is R&R, and I think it goes like this actually.
I'd say that's another mom zigzag.
Yep, I think so too. I think this was a New Year start for me. No, doesn't smell like coffee anymore. Gotta sniff your fabric.
R&R fabric.
And then I think I got rid of most of the other things in the bag, so I really only have these two. Mom is also stitching this project, but we're doing them very differently.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Halloween Fairy by Mirabilia. And if you want this pattern, Hoffman has it on their website as a PDF that you can buy. And here are the threads and all the things for it.
Okay.
And I don't think I have a very big start on this. Yeah.
Oh, and your fabric tag is on it.
Yes, it is Picture This Plus Thistle. And there, I have an owl. I have the outline of an owl. So there we go.
Your fabric is not as dark as it was showing up on there.
No, that's probably a better representation.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm gonna fold this guy again. Here. Can you judge? And I think that's my first bag. Now I know some of these in this one are a little mixed. Okay, we're on to the next bag. We paused for a second. I have a bag in a bag. I don't know why I have it like this. Maybe I got paranoid about spills when I got a younger sibling who was prone to knocking things over.
It may just be what we threw it in at the retreat, and then when we got home, you just put it in a different bag.
So I think I have to look at what this is called. This is, pause please. This is Heartland Tribute by The Work Basket. We got this at a retreat when I was much younger, probably 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is the project. It's so pretty. I love all the sunflowers.
2005.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
And the reason I love it, the reason I haven't continued stitching on it is because I did this whole border and I figured out while working on this red that I had screwed up. And it's been so long now that I don't remember how I've screwed up. And I am wondering if I can fudge it because I don't know.
We're better at that now, right?
Yeah. So it's one of those, I'm not willing to let it go. I want to figure out what I have done
We may
wrong.
just have to go in and count side to side and see if it'll match inside the border.
Yeah.
And see if it'll matter.
So.
And this is the last one in that pushback.
Okay, Mom, you don't know about this one at all.
No,
such a surprise.
I won't even look.
Such a surprise. Okay, this one is Thoughts of Mother by the Cricket Collection.
It's kind of hard to see, but the MOTHER, wherever the E was,
It's in the middle.
They're capitalized.
And they're Smyrna's, I believe. Oh, and I have a little bit of floss. Can I hand that to
Okay,
you?
I'm gonna stick it inside the pattern.
Yeah. I actually think I have
Algerian eyes. That's what you were doing.
I even did all of those. What I have left to do on this thing, I was like, what do I have left? There are 1/1 motifs throughout. And I think maybe that's what those buttons in the other bag were for. And then there are buttons to go on this. I did all my own colors for mom on this. And that is, if I would finish this, I have had this on my I want to finish it list for like 3 or 4 years since I figured out that I still had this going. I just have to actually do it.
I think you may have a little in the border to do. I don't know.
No, I think I
Because
finished
you
the
think you
border.
changed the color.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And then she just has to get it framed and it'll be ready to go.
it's been my goal to get it done for Mother's Day for several years. And I pull it out here and I forget about it. And come Mother's Day, I'm like, darn it, I was gonna get that done. Oh, one of these days, Mom, one of these days. Okay, next up. Birds of a Feather.
Oh, this poor beaten up chart.
Holiday seasons. Yeah, it's bad.
It's because it traveled a lot.
Yeah. It's bad. It's really bad. And 3 of them are done. The only one that needs to be done now is Autumn. So here, can I hand that to you? And which way does this go? Actually, my needle is stuck. There we go. It goes like this. Okay, so I have a small start on Autumn.
And it's the one that she would be the most likely to do because it's all about her. Do you want to show the other ones?
No, it's okay. Mom wants to show them.
Because I stitched one of them.
Like I can tell the answer is Mom wants to show them.
So I think I stitched 2 of them actually.
Okay, so here is Winter.
Oh no, I didn't. I stitched one of them.
I stitched one, you stitched one, and I think
And
Deanna.
Deanna stitched one.
Here's this one.
So cute. And Katie found these pieces of sparrow to do them. This is the one I stitched. My birthday's our birthdays are in July, and I thought, oh, that'd just be fun. And that crazy girl in the bikini.
So there we go. And then, yeah, all I have left to do is Autumn.
And they are such cute patterns. And really, they go fairly quickly because you get to finish little bits.
Yeah, little. And again, that's one that I've said, oh, I can finish that this year. I'll just pull it out. Yeah, there are a lot of those like that. You guys can't relate at all, can you?
Where did you get that fabulous bag?
So those are my oldest WIPs, and there are going to be a couple old ones tucked in some of the other projects, but those are the ones that are most of them together are old. Now we're into the newer stuff. So this you may recognize from our May box this year. It is a Fancy Flamingo by Hands On Design. And before anybody even saw this pattern, I ordered the supplies. And so I have it started on the called for fabric, and this is as far as I got. Flop. I think I only had that tiny start because I forgot a needle the day that I was working on it, and I think that goes with Thoughts of Mother.
Okay.
And I had to use a one that I didn't really like, and it was really squeaking through the fabric.
Oh.
Okay, this one, I could finish this year. If I would just sit down
like
and
2023 this year?
Yeah, like 2023 this year. If I would just sit down and not screw it up for the umpteen millionth time. I don't even, do I have a picture in here? Yes. So that's the pattern.
Okay. Oh, I saw the title.
It is Buzz by Lizzie Kate.
It's a teeny tiny little one.
That's so cute and tiny. And
I would bet that is Kermit fabric by
no,
no.
it came in the kit. So whatever she called for is what's in here.
Very cute.
I think it's too yellow for Kermit.
28 count verdant overdyed linen. Oh.
Then I will have to insert a picture here. This is Move Forward in Love by Modern Folk Embroidery. And this is a new start for this year. I have it in a bag from Lynn. I bought this from Rebel Stitcher when they did their collaboration a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. And are you using the
This
needle minder or not?
I think I had lost the needle minder and then I found it. So I am using, yeah, you want to show? I'm using thread from Dying for Sass. This is her Gothic Rainbow set. And I did the border, and this is her variegated Gothic Rainbow. And the fabric is one that we sent in the box a few years ago. I can't remember what it was called. Oh yeah, there, I finally found it. I had them separated for a while, and so I wasn't sure if I had made it back into the bag or not.
So it's the Rebel Stitcher Fun Hat needle minder.
There you go. Next up, I'm going to be inserting a few photos. This is a tiny start. I think this was a New Year's start at one point. This is The Secret Garden by Stitching Book Club.
Oh, okay.
Which I will insert a picture here. I have to do the hand motion so that when I'm editing later, I can actually find these moments.
And this is a bag from the 805 Stitcher.
This was my giant start. I was gonna do it as it came out. I think this maybe came out in 2020, and I had a really hard time tracking down fabric for it. So
I think it took a long time to get it in.
Yeah, I kind of lost wind with it once it finally came in. So I was like, oh, the whole thing's been released. I can't do it along with them anymore. Next is another 805 Stitcher bag. Oh, I didn't grab the
so cute.
actual piece.
Okay.
It is Loose Feathers number 3 in the Stitching Club series.
Ooh.
It is Evening Shades the Garden.
That's one I really liked. Yes.
And is this
You had a couple of different fabrics in here.
Well, I think this is the one that I'm doing now because that's the
40
one.
count.
Yeah, that's 40 count. This is a restart because I had a different piece of fabric and it got spilled on. And it didn't get spilled on. When I lived in Ohio, one of my apartments flooded and it left a dye line kind of in the crease of the fabric. So
this is a fun border. All those checks.
So this is a re-kit, restart, re-everything. I'm just glad the pattern didn't get ruined. Next, oh, this is one I pulled out and worked on at the beginning of last year, and I made some pretty good progress. It is Sleeping Bee by the Blue Flower. You want to show the bag?
All in a bee bag.
There's Sleeping Bee. And then I finished, I don't even have to unfold it. I finished the thorax last year. And now I finally know what direction this thing goes without having to use my needle minder for a guide because I actually got some more stitches up here.
Very cool.
But that needle minder is from Zappy Dots and it matches the project. And I was keeping it turned the right direction so that when I pulled it out, I knew which way it was supposed to go. Another 805 Stitcher bag. Tara, you do fabulous work. There we go.
So cute.
This is Olga's Autumn Stocking by Plum Street Samplers. I feel like there should be a drinking game now. Anytime I pull out a Plum Street, you have to take a drink of water or your beverage of choice because there's going to be a decent amount of them. I kitted while we were on our spring break road trip. So this is from R&R and it is Liberty Gathering Gray.
This is pretty cute too.
And this is my
your big start on it.
Started
huh?
on it, yeah.
She made needle minders to go with the bag.
I think she normally does. I don't know if she does anymore, but she does. I have like a bunch of needle minders that match bags.
Now in
So-
a not exciting bag.
In a plain mesh bag. Here's this, here's this, here are threads.
Okay.
I have Souvenirs of the Heart, Autumn in Amana, I don't know.
Amana.
I've done the summer one, the patriotic, and I've done the winter one. I don't think I've done a spring one. I don't know if I've seen that. And again, really, really huge start here. I have the acorns in the
But
corner.
these aren't big, 67 by 87.
They don't take very long to stitch. Sunflower sleeve bag.
Love this one.
There's that.
Mm.
That was one that we did for our Love You More Studio reps as a thank you at the end of their term 1 year.
And the end is the same fabric, the same print, just in a different colorway.
I was trying to figure out if I had a needle stuck in here somewhere. I don't think so. This is Harvest Chalk Vault by Hands On Design. And I have started on the big main jar one. And I have the outline of one.
Is this when you were starting back into stitching?
It is. So I finished Boo, the Halloween jar, and I immediately dove into this, and I was like, well, these flowers are a little bit more complicated than those pumpkin outlines were.
And you maybe got tired of some black fabric, right?
A little bit. So it still lives in my WIPs. This is another one that I had pulled out at the beginning of last year and got some decent work in on. I also had to change one of the colors because they were blending into each other. Here's the bag. Can you guess the project? It is, I want to say Dorothy's Discovery. And it's by Silver Creek Samplers. I don't know what the fabric is. It feels like R&R. But I finished her skirt.
Well, that's the biggest part, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
that lettering should go fairly quickly.
So I have the lettering and then I have the
Yellow Brick
tassel
Road.
and yeah, her legs and all that. I'm going to do her shoes in etoile, red etoile. Yes, I'm doing red because I grew up with the movie. Then this, I don't know who the bag is by because we got this in a Stitch Me box in like her very first one. And I don't know if the person did a sticker. There's that. And the pattern is Abominable Bundle by Plum Street. And as Mom said, I do like my borders. So I have the border done and a couple of the trees.
So cute.
And that is, I do know that's on R&R fabric because I kitted that one while we were there too. I can't the R&R fabric is, but I know that that's where it came from. This fabric, while I have this, is from Silk Weaver and it's called Brandywine. I think this is one that Mom gave me because she was doing their years ago, she was doing their Facebook group and doing me please. This is Needles Dance by Hands On Design, Ink Circles, and Summerhouse Stitchworks. And I am changing the color just of the fabric. And this is my start. I don't know if I can get the color.
It's a little more purpley than
Yeah, it's not red and it's not black when I get that close. It is definitely more like a wine color.
I don't know.
So I really like this. I'm like, I want to stitch on all these things now that I'm going through them, you know?
Like visiting all your old friends.
I just want all the time to do this. Okay, next is not going to be super exciting.
Is this a blue Q bag?
Yes, it is. Um, this is my big start, and it is Fragments in Time from 2021. I am doing them all together, and so this is the border that she has free on her website to connect them all. But here is the series. Whoops. I know that there was an error on one of these patterns. So if you're stitching this, she has the correction on her website. There was something wrong with one of the corners, I believe. So go check it out if you're stitching that. She even made sure to tell me that because I think I had told her I was stitching it. She's like, "Oh, do you know about this? Go make sure you check out my website and get the correct corner." This is an I Love You More Studio book sleeve. It is a waffle lot by Hands On Design. It was from our very first subscription box, and Kathy even signed every single pattern that she sent.
That's so sweet.
It was. This was a New Year's start. Wait, maybe I have another piece of fabric in there.
One more.
I was like, wait, where's the actual stitch? So my big start is on the border that will connect the pieces.
So you pre-cut your pieces.
I have pre-cut my pieces. And I think that this is 40 count. So I'm using one strand. And so it should be tiny and adorable. And if you got this pattern and you don't know, it is supposed to be a waffle. So that's why it's that mattress finish that's really short, because it's I love you a waffle lot and it's a waffle. So this one is Snail House's Strawberries by Owl Forest.
Katie and I fell in love with all these little snail houses.
And oops. This was my start. I did this all in just a couple hours. It stitched up really fast, this part. So
I came across all of my threads this morning for $100.
ooh.
The whole thread pack.
This one I think is in this sleeve simply because at the time it was the only full-size sleeve that I had.
So it doesn't quite go together.
It doesn't, not at all. But it's a fun sleeve. It is.
Oh, and the inside we made red with little sparklies.
I'm gonna do all three of the loose feathers patterns, which I think, do I have the other two in there?
No.
Oh, they must have gotten separated. I have Summer because it's the first one in this series.
Maybe you just didn't want to put all three in this one.
Yeah. And then I want to say that this is Picture This Plus Heritage. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. And I just started on the border. Can you guys tell that I do a lot of small starts? Normally I start the pattern and I do get a very small start, and then I will fall back in love with it, and then I kind of
Get obsessed
and finish that one. So I do have a lot of small starts on things.
I hope you're almost done with this bag.
I am. Then I don't know, this might be one that I stitch and then give away because I bought this pattern, I bought the fabric, Mom really liked my choices, and so she bought the same pattern and the same fabric.
Oh,
and has finished it, I believe.
yes.
So I don't see the point in us having two of these in our house, but it is Baltimore Salt Box by With Thy Needle and Thread. And this
Maybe I'll turn mine into a project bag.
is my start. Because I'm like, we didn't even make different fabric choices. Like, it is like literally cut from the same piece of fabric.
Yes.
Yeah. And that is it for this bag.
Okay.
Okay, on to the next bag. This now we're into categories. So this is going to be my 24 for 24 that I work on between New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So
We started this 2 years ago.
yes, for 2022, we did 22 for 22. And for that, we actually started 22 projects almost every half hour, essentially. So some of these don't have very much in them because of that and because I haven't pulled them back out. But these were projects that we loved and we wanted to start, or I wanted to start.
And we carried over anything that we didn't finish during 22, then we kept for 23, but we had to start one new project.
And so that is also the year for 24 now. Except I will say that I have pulled out one project because I had a tiny start on a Mirabilia. And I am going to rip that out because I found the perfect fabric for it this year. And I love it. I fell in love with it. I'm going to restart it. So it has been pulled out of that and it's not in here now. It's a long story, but and this is already a really long video. Okay, so first up is C by Roveris.
And it came with the box and everything.
Yes, I got this on our spring break trip. And sorry, I have like a really long thread hanging. I have the word started and pretty well. So this is an hour worth of work.
So this is another one of those, if you would sit down and work on it, it would be done.
Yes. But I always want to work on this stuff in the summery, like summertime. And that's when we're hosting retreats. And I'm trying to run a retreat instead of sitting down and stitching. So
we may just have to watch summer movies and let you stitch on it.
This one is also in kind of a weird box. It is Forget-Me-Nots Snail House. And it has, I don't even know what direction this goes, guys. It has this in the middle. So when I pull this out on New Year.
Well, does it look more toward the bottom or more toward the top?
I don't
know. I bet it's smack dab in the middle.
I will find
You don't even know
out.
whether it's side to side.
Yeah.
I'm having problems tying a bow. Sorry.
I will find that out later when I am dealing with this on New Year's.
Okay. I got that one.
Hey, and I got this one. Then I added this one into my projects last year because I'd finished one of the 22. I don't remember which one I finished. But I had an empty spot, so you can move a current WIP in if you wanted to. Oh, I forgot the pattern.
Yep, I was getting it for you.
So this is on lipstick fabric by Fiber on a Whim. And yeah, the project is My Funny Valentine by Heartstring Samplery. So this is the first fabric we sent in one of our subscription boxes. And here you go. And what thread am I using? Current? I can't remember. I chose all my own supplies. Bing Cherry. So it looks like really violently pink there. It's really not. It's kind of a coral.
Yeah, it doesn't even lighten up with that.
No. And maybe if I get really close, that's a little bit better, but it's not that pink. It doesn't have that much blue in it.
I got it.
I'm so used to folding my own things. I need to just hand it over to you. Maybe by the very end of this, I will get used to this. Then I believe this is not an 805 stitcher. Oh no, it is because it has her little thing. So this is an 805 stitcher bag. And the project is by Plum Street. Take a drink. And it is A Gentleman's Daughter. So this is a Pride and Prejudice inspired pattern. And here is my start. Again, just a massive, massive start on that. Okay.
I have another one from that series.
I have like, I think there are 3 that I have. There's the pattern. There's the fabric. Like, where is this? Okay, here's that. Here's that. This is Happy Birthday America by With Thy Needle and Thread. I have the box for this to go on too. So I am stitching it. It's on like 36 or 40 count. And I'm stitching it on that because I have the box that it fits on. And here's that bird's wing started.
And this fabric on the sides, that's printed fabric.
Yeah, and it's included in the pattern, so
Mhm.
it's in there. So there you go. This I am moving into the 24 for 24 because I think I could finish it. And I can't. Yeah, I can bend this. This was a freebie. Now
You
do
can-
this and this.
I think you probably have enough done that you don't really have to.
It's stuck. There's that. Yeah, and you can't really see the picture anyway. I really think I could almost finish this. So, and there's that was attached. This is how much I have done. It's, I think, Summer Breeze by
Mhm.
Hands On Design.
You really don't have much left to go.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to decide what you really even have left.
And this is Lagoon fabric from Fiber on a Whim. Then,
Oh, it is seriously this.
yeah, and I made a mistake somewhere and I need to fix it. And I think there's some back stitching I have to do too. Then, in my bag that I did the artwork for, this was from our Night Garden box from our first BNS retreat. I have from the cross stitch for the Earth book by Stitch Rovia. I have to find the page.
I love these books.
I'm calling this one the Great Outdoors because that's what this corner says.
I don't know that she named any of these.
She didn't. I just call it that so I have something to write down when I reference it. And this is what I have done. I actually took this one to StitchCon. So when we went the one year, we were told ahead of time, you need to have a project that you don't have to really look at the pattern for. So I got all of this blue section done and outlined and everything. So all I had to do was fill when I was sitting and talking to people. And I didn't put more than like 10 stitches in while we were there. We were talking and
I had
everything
a finish.
so much. Yeah.
I worked hard and had a finish.
This is another one that I have moved into my 24 for 24 because it is so close to a finish. It's in a bag that Mom made for me. I love this fabric. I don't remember who it's from.
Well, it's cute. Reminds me of Copper Tone Girls.
It does. We call it Hawaiian roller coaster ride. We had a book sleeve made out of the same material. So inside of it though, here's some thread, is Witch at the Beach. This was a new start this year. And I am like nearly there, guys.
Yeah.
I am working on that sand pile.
Is that all you have left?
I have cobwebs to do, I believe.
Oh,
I have some like back stitching.
spider.
Yeah. I even have the spider done. I just have to do his little legs.
Oh.
So I have the back stitching to do. And that's it. And the rest of her sand pile, and she's done. So, and then this is on R&R fabric that I got while we were on our trip. See, if I get obsessed with something, then I'll put in a lot of work on it. And actually, I think that one and the Summer Breeze. So, we also do something. We don't really have fabulous names for these things, guys. But Mom and I started, our goal was to start 23 projects during 2023, but not all at New Year. We were doing about 2 per month. We kind of had to shuffle things a couple of times. But then those accidentally for me became more focused projects because I just started them and loved them and really pushed on them. So that's what Witch at the Beach and Summer Breeze was. I also finished and framed 2 pieces that I started during the year. This is the Scary Apothecary by Hands On Design. I have it on the Monster Mash Thread Keep by That's So Kelly that we sent in one of our Halloween boxes. I am currently working on Bat Balm, and I'm doing them all on Smashing by Be Stitch Me. It's 32 count. And this is my start. There you go. I took a look at the series. There is one where there's a more significant amount of orange that I will have to play with. I think the orange is going to show up on that fabric though. And if it doesn't, then I thought I could change the color for that one part. Then, oh, look, a Plum Street. There's that. It's in Love Your Studio book sleeve. This is
With logs inside.
the Quality Sampler. And oh, I thought I had a flower done on this one. I have started on the border and I have turned the corner. I actually think when I pulled this one out for New Year, I had about that much done. So last year, this year, New Year, I got all the way to the end during our half hour.
It does not allow a lot of time. And what we figured out is that if we're starting projects, we need to have them already 1 stitch in or, you know, queued up, ready to go so that you don't have to spend your half hour figuring out where you're starting.
But we didn't do that for the very first year.
No.
So a lot of these had like a tiny amount of stitches
10
on them.
stitches.
Yeah. Also from Stitchrovia and from our box, well, first here, Love You More Studio book sleeve. This is Rifle Paper Co fabric.
Yes, beautiful stuff. Has a little bit of foiling. No, I always think it does with those centers,
yeah.
but no.
And look how pretty it goes with this. So this is the Be Kind Always pattern by Stitchrovia. And this, we asked her to include a couple of different skin tone options too. So if you got this pattern, we actually might have a couple still in stock. If you got this pattern, you got to choose what skin tone you wanted to use. And I think I'm taking somebody else's idea. They did one hand in one color and one hand in another color. So it was like 2 hands coming together, which I thought was really cool. I am doing mine. I think this was a limited edition color from Needle Bling. It's gonna come up white for you guys. It is barely pink. Barely,
It's just a
barely.
blush color.
And here is my progress.
Mm.
This is a super enjoyable stitch because the colors are so bright and fun. I think I worked on this more
I gotcha.
at Market the first year that we went, because we sat in the little atrium area waiting for all the shops to open up, and so that's what I pulled out and worked
Maybe
on.
you should bring it to Market this year.
I think I brought it to Market last year, but we didn't get to do as much sitting around. Next up, because it's fallen over into my pile, is a Black Needle Society investigation project bag. And inside is actually the Must Be Possible pattern. This was, the artwork was designed by KDP Letters. There you go. And I showed you her artwork on the back of it. And then I converted it to cross stitch. So it was kind of a collaboration. It's all her genius, and it was just my finickiness trying to get it all to actually read in cross stitch form. And this is my progress. So this
Katie is a color completer.
I am. So I don't know if can you pull the bottom? It's kind of very folded. This is gonna be a model once it's done. But there you go.
And you even have some of the lighter stitching coming in.
Yes. Because I don't think there's that much of that color. I have that one. I have that one on pattern keeper because I designed it. And maybe I need to get the pattern keeper copy up in the shop, actually, since we've decided to start doing that. But that's on the to-do list. It is very nice though to see that I have like 20 stitches of one color. I know you're all yelling at me. Yes, it is. So put it up there. I think the reason I've stalled out on that one is I need an etoile that we cannot get locally, and I forget every time I go to put in an order online I forget to order it. This one, okay, is stuck a little bit.
I love this pattern. I think I have this too.
Or you keep trying to buy it and I keep telling you, no, I have it. But
oh, and this was Little Boat 88.
yes. This is No Bees, No Honey by Birds of a Feather. And I have chosen all my own supplies. It is such an old pattern that none of those colors look like now like they did on that pattern. So I would have to redo everything, and this video is going to be long enough. But this is my start. I really don't think it would take that long. It went really fast to get that much done. I think it would not take very long to finish that one up.
And these are the ones that you're going to be stitching on during our New Year's Eve and New Year's Day chats this year.
Yes. This is another one that I am moving into the 24.
This is an 805 bag.
Yes.
So cute.
And it is
Little Women.
Yeah. Seaside Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. I think this one actually fell into that bag because I did have a different project.
But the colors all go with it.
And I just happened to finish and start and just threw everything into the bag since it was available. This is my start. This was my Frogworks project. So and what's funny is I actually started and finished a Honey of a Tiny Town during the Stars Hollow retreat. And I started this one during Frogworks. I don't even think I got this far during Frogworks. I think this has some extra work in it. But there's such different retreats, and Frogworks is so much more hands-on that's as much as I got done during that one. Next I have a massive piece of fabric for a tiny, and it's not even a real, like, it's not a color you can buy. This was from the Stitchery Nook in Iowa.
Yes.
And she dyed it herself. So it's not even a color you can get. It is for Resting Beach Face by Hands On Design. It's tiny. Okay.
61 by 65.
I think it's a half yard of fabric. And that is my start.
You need to get this one done too.
I love, if you guys don't know, I have decided that I kind of love beach projects. Here, I'll get that far and then hand that to you. And so I have a bunch of them started and I love them, but I want to work on them during the summer when I don't have a lot of time.
Our trip in 2021 was down the East Coast, and I think we both picked up a lot of beach themed projects.
Okay. Trying to get
And now you're to your hands-on phase here.
The hands-on phase is still ongoing.
Yes.
Another 805 stitcher bag.
Love this.
This is Seasons 2 by Hands On Design. This was my New Year, New Start last year. This is what I started at midnight. And I think I've decided I'm doing them all together. And it is on Brash 32 count. by Picture This Plus.
Oh, it is not green.
It is, our lighting is not
It is
fabulous.
really bad today.
I think it got really dark outside and our camera is just trying to adjust. It is brown. It is
Yeah,
very, very brown.
it's a goldish.
It kind of looks like the cardboard over there, to be entirely honest.
I gotcha.
There you go. I mean, don't you think that's accurate?
It's still coming up really green.
But look
and
at
it
that,
is,
and
yeah,
then look at the cardboard on the
it is
screen.
not a green fabric
No, it's
at all.
not. It is not. Anyway. Okay, come on.
Is this another 805 bag?
Yes. I really love Tara's bags. Yes.
And it's cute with hoops on the outside
inside
and hoops on the outside and scissors on
It's
the
the
inside.
perfect project for this because it has little cactuses inside. I think maybe it even has cats. It is for my cactus cat. By Satsuma Street.
Oh,
Yes. I need to pull those out and work on it because
this is a happy piece.
as happy as her colors are, I am doing it on Midas from Picture This Plus. Woo! And it is bright and fun and lovely. And it's not that big because I cut this one down to size. But yeah, I think I have one like leaf of one of the cactuses done and I started on the cat's tail. Oh, and yeah, and this goes in there.
Yeah.
Then this is one that mom gave me. Or no, maybe I bought this one. This is from Little Boat 88. I was buying those bags for a while, but then I feel like you started shopping there too. I don't know.
I think we both found, I think this is when we were looking for things during retreats, when we were looking for things for people to find.
Trying to figure out what's going on here.
So
Okay.
it's this really cute flamingo bag, and inside is that kind of corally. Oh no, it's flowers
Yeah.
inside.
It's like cherry blossoms.
Yeah,
Okay, so I have hands-on design, Wild Salt Air.
I love this one.
So the first year I started on that border, and last year I didn't want to keep doing that border. So I moved on to the lettering inside. And I actually did all that lettering in a half an hour. So again, I don't think it would take that long to get this one really going. Next. Oh my God, it's stuck. There we go.
We're almost there because I'm not good at shoving these in here like you.
Then I actually have a loose feathers bag. This we got at a retreat. Mom got one and I got one. I have two projects from this Winds of Autumn book by Blackbird in there. And I have to kind of keep things. I can't hand it off to mom quite yet. The first one is First Winds of Autumn. And no, I can't really show you the other sides of it, but it is a little berry and it's beautiful and has that bird. And then I have to put the supplies. Oh, hi. Yeah, you guys would like to see the progress. That's the whole point of this, right? I don't know which way this goes. I know once I actually pick it up and try and figure it out, but that is my start. And it is on 36 count Old Mill Java,
which was named for what was our LNS.
Yes, that we miss so much. And then this one is the Mighty Acorn, I believe.
Mighty Oaks.
Mighty Oak? No, Mighty Acorn.
Mighty Acorn, good.
Okay. And this is the sampler. And
that's funny. I think I found my threads for that today, so maybe I don't need to stitch this one.
I don't know what the fabric is for this, but this is my start on the border. I hope it's a
That's
big
a
enough
fun
piece
border.
of fabric, actually. Like, I feel like I need to go across the
And
top.
check it out.
Yeah. So there we go. And then I have these two keeps in here to put the stuff on, but I haven't done it
What
yet.
was the other one? I saw this one.
This is just, I think she called this the sampler.
Fun.
And they're from That's So Kelly Co. Then come on. Some of these, the plastic is sticking to the vinyl.
I may have to lay these last couple on top and let you put them in. I don't know. We'll see.
There is an art form to this. Look at this fabric.
So fun.
It's very vintagey. And inside of there is My Home in the Garden by Hello from Liz Matthews. And then I'm actually doing it on this kind of greenish fabric. And instead of doing the border as she has called for, oh my gosh, what is, and I listen, I know, what is this called? I'm doing
Are you
WIP
doing satin stitch?
satin stitch. I'm like, whoops, I'm like running through all the stitch names in my head. I am doing a satin stitch border. However, I've lost confidence in my ability to count. So I moved in to go ahead and do some of the lettering and stuff across the top so I can get the width. I'll probably do the whole inside before I do the border on this one, believe it or not. And then I will come back and finish up the border. I am doing all DMC except for the border, the two border colors, because I chose two variegated colors for it because I kind of wanted the color movement going on with the satin stitch. Then Mom and I both have this. I messed mine up. I think I can show you guys that.
Oh, goodness.
It looks like
There
this
we
might
go.
be the one that I have a start on. Yep.
You have a bag big enough for it.
Yeah.
A big old flamingo bag with
You
flamingos inside.
You bought me that one. This is from Salty Yarns and Hands-On Design. It was for her retreat that got canceled due to 2020 COVID. And it is a fishtail. And it is a whole kit. So it's a box top. It came with the box. It has like a little block party inside of it. It has those little ornaments. There's a whole bunch of finishing stuff that came with it. It is the cutest. When we walked in Salty Yarn, they had this right by the door and I completely fell in love. I think Mom did too.
Yes.
So this is where I have started it.
I know Melina has been working on hers and has finished at least one part of it.
I'm never going to be as good as Melina. It's a running joke.
Okay, you have to put these in. I give up.
Mom can't figure out my system. Then, ooh, yeah, the ink is sticking to the
Yeah,
vinyl.
and this is what people have been saying, that you should not put
Yeah.
anything against the vinyl in your project bags.
So this is Summer Schoolhouse by Brenda Gervais with the needle and thread.
I have page protector I can give you for that.
I have the bag in here. I just didn't have it in there. And then this is my start. And that's the project bag. It's a little Mary Poppins project bag. I think it's like this, actually.
And it's from the 805 Stitcher.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute.
So this is my start. I have the border started.
And this is the one that comes with
All
the
whole
other
outfit.
pieces too.
But you have to buy like 4 or 5 patterns.
Yes.
And
I can do this for you so that you can see what it is.
okay.
I put the bag there.
Thank you. I can wipe down that vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Next I have Be a Pineapple by Hands-On Design.
So cute.
I was obsessed with this pattern when it first came out. And then I got all in my head about what I was going to put it on and start it. so there's that. And then, oh, I
I'll
have to
take it
show you
back.
guys. I love flamingos if you don't know it. I love flamingo scissors.
And do you have a zappy dot in there?
I
that
think
goes
I have
with it?
like everything I could get that could go with
Oh
this.
yeah, this is that goes with the pattern,
Oh, do I have another piece of fabric in there?
and Tara did a little, yep.
I did, because like I cut a piece off.
Tara did a little matching needle minder, so pretty cute. Just all
So
the things.
big, massive start on it. This I believe is Butterscotch by Fabrics by Stephanie.
And I think Kathy originally taught this as a class, and then she released it as a pattern.
I think enough people saw it and asked her about it that she finally released it. I'd love to see her archives of things that I don't even know about that she's done. And that is it for this bag.
Woohoo! I got all but 3 in there.
Okay, we are on to bag 1 of Halloween.
Ooh.
This is the smaller bag. These are the ones that I haven't worked on in a while. So, and by a while, I mean like a year maybe for some of these.
Oh, so that was 23 projects that you just finished.
Yes.
And you'll have 1
Oh,
more.
here, you want to see what I'm going to start? I'll show you. This is not a WIP yet.
But it will be.
a fine spot by Plum Street. This was in an exclusive kit. I can't remember the store. I'm sorry, but if you go to Plum Street's Instagram, she showed it on her Instagram. That's how I found it. And hold on, it has a little frog in
Oh, I
the
was looking
corner.
at the back.
It has a little frog on the corner. It may be fine frog stitchery, but Jennifer Gorski and I are gonna start that together on New Year as long as she can actually find it.
Stitch and Frog.
Stitch and frog. I thought it was fine frog stitchery. Okay. Anyway,
That's why I was trying to look at the sticker because it was back there. That's cute.
so here, nope.
I was gonna
Oh,
lay it on
yeah, that
top
works.
of that. Well, maybe.
On top of the bag, you couldn't get all the projects
Yeah.
out of.
This was crazy fabric.
I
Look
love
at
that fabric.
eyeball.
I actually think we bought more of that to make project
Dots.
Okay, so
Oh, this is
From-
an old book.
the tricks or treat book, I am actually doing that project. And if you want to leave it open, here's my start. I don't even know if it goes this way or this way.
Oh. You really don't.
I will have to figure that out at some point. There's definitely some R&R fabric. It is beautiful. Okay. Oh my gosh, this project.
I've worked on this project.
Has had some issues.
But I think we figured out it's fine and you just need to stitch and get it done.
I have to freaking get it out of here first. So inside of that bag is Sleepy Hollow by the Cricut Collection. I love this pattern. It is massive. This is an old pattern. This is from Teenage Katie Stitching. And I sent this on around Robin.
The design area for the whole thing is 453 wide by 130 high.
This is an orphan from Picture This Plus. Marilyn actually, when I was a teenager and couldn't make up my mind about if I was going to get this fabric or not, she finally got tired of me waffling and just shoved it up my shirt and said, "Take it."
I stitched this whole house. And I think Deanna did part of the center.
I did the bridge and she did the lettering, and I want to say she maybe did the tree. I started these trees last year.
So cool.
So yes, this one came out of Purgatory last year. It did not come out this year because I wasn't quite
Ready for it.
But yeah, one of these days it will get finished. There's so much stitching in on it, it's gonna get done. Then, okay, Mom, plug your nose.
Mm-hmm.
This is on fabric that Mom thinks does not smell good, but I love it. It kind of smells like maple syrup. Mom's actually stitched this, but she's done it on different fabric.
Yes.
So this is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. And
Oh, your whole bag smells like it.
it is on Peddler's Blend. Is there, yeah, it's all one piece. I need to cut this. Look at this freaking amazing fabric.
Peddler's Blend from,
Dames of the Needle.
yeah, okay.
And then that is my start on it.
And it does smell. I'll do it.
Mom's like, put it away. Here, I will fold it in half so I can just hand it to you. There you go. It's so good. I need to cut it so I can actually have that fabric in my stash.
So you can put it on everything else that you own, right?
Exactly. Okay.
You will never be able to use this bag again.
I like the smell. I don't have an issue with it. Then this is gonna be interesting because then I have a magazine that has multiple starts in
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So I have the sheepish pincushion. I'm going to show you my start and pattern, or the preview at the same time so I can cover the pattern. There you go. This is, I want to say, by Nikki's Creations. Then I have Rustic Halloween by Roveris. Whoop, I just lost the sheep.
Page 17.
I made a note for myself. That's I was like, there you go. So here, whoop, it's Rustic Halloween by Roveris.
I love that one.
And this is my itty bitty stripe. Then, whoop, it's slipping out there. I have Home Sweet Haunted Home. This is by Fairy Wool in the Wood. Whoop. Sorry guys, this is a bit of a balancing act here. There's the design. And there is my start.
And you have 67 and 108.
I didn't start all of them. I only have one more.
Okay.
Then I have Spooky Stitching by Honochka.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Trying to grab it. There you go. And I want to say this was the 2021, 2019 Halloween issue. So there you go. Okay, then this is actually a new project bag we just sent in our treat box this year. However, I moved old projects into it. It is another magazine, and it has even more than the last one. And I did not make a cheat sheet for that one. So this is the 2012 Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch.
These books were just gold.
So this is Yow by Prairie Schooler. And my start is this. Then
Lots of kitties in that issue.
Ink Circles has a fabulous design in this. I think I have another one here. There we go. Come on. Then I have Spooky.
Did you start it?
Yeah. It's just you can't see it.
Oh,
By Auntie Williams of Fresh Thread Studio. I have purple on purple. Then
That owl is funny.
on the same type of fabric, a very big start here. I'm not even going to show the whole thing there. I have a stem from, that's the design, and that's my start. Then I don't think I missed anything. I have Little Owl Sampler by Knotted Tree Needle Art, and I can actually show you the page. It's that little owl, and I have some of the alphabet started.
NOPQS.
I think this was the day that you and I were going to do like 13 hours of
Oh, okay.
starts. And I chose like all
Halloween things.
well, it was during Halloween.
Okay.
But I chose all magazine things. Then my hand, well, I'll just lay that there. I have Spells by the Stitcher Hood. This is gonna have to be strategic because there's 2 patterns on this page. So that's the design up there. And that's my start.
The width of it. You might as well just keep it like that and lay
Yeah.
that one down.
And then this one I am doing 1/1.
Okay.
And it has some thread attached to it, but it is, I think, Black Cat by JBW.
Teeny tiny.
This is a tiny scrap of Weeks Dye Works fabric when they first started dyeing fabric, and the shop literally only had this tiny scrap in a bag. And I bought it, and I was like, it would fit if I did it 1/1.
Mm-hmm. I think there's another picture of that.
There is, right? Well, actually, I think they showed it twice. Yep.
I love this one.
This is The Town of Halloween by the Primitive Hair. I started on the border. It is on the called for Salem fabric.
I don't know if I'm holding that the right direction,
I think you
but
are.
it works.
I think you are.
Oh, because it's the width. Yeah.
And then I think the final one in here is Witchy Remedy. Can I have you find that? By Silver Creek Samplers.
You have a couple little letters at the end. Oh, I bet it goes this way because you start at the top. I always put it at the bottom.
And it says, take a moldy slice of bread, put it underneath your head. 'Tis an old secret that might keep witches far away at night.
No more in there, right?
Right. That is it. I mean, do you want me to have more? I could probably start more out of this. There's ink circles in here.
That ink circles is fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, I did this one.
I did that one too. They actually we're talking about Rotted but Not Forgotted by Plum Street. It's not in there because it was forgotted.
Which is a little ironic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This was a great one. They just had so many fun designs in it.
Next,
Ooh.
else if I grab the fabric, is Night Watch 1626.
Is this the one that glows in the dark?
I think, yeah.
It looks like it. Look at it on the screen.
And it is by Scattered Seed Samplers.
This is a pretty one.
And then
Those funny little cats and some owls.
I think I got the one curly going. And that's it. Then this one definitely glows in the dark. I know that. This one I think is one that I'm tempted to pull out because I think a color did not photograph correctly. And so my fabric, it's actually going to get lost on. So this is Halloween Bright by Silver Creek Samplers.
Which color will go?
I think it's the fence. It's so dark that it won't actually show up on this fabric now. So I think it's not like I'm gonna abandon the pattern or anything. I just,
Oh, because it's a soot.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna show up. So what I think is that this might go in that bag to get picked out and restarted. Because this fabric is fabulous. It's by R&R and they no longer dye that.
Mm-hmm.
Then another Plum Street.
Well, I have a baby Coco.
I don't know if that's from 805.
Mm-hmm. Little Boat 88 with all the spiders inside.
This is a Ghoul-Tide Welcome by Plum Street. You already drank for it. It's fine. You don't have to do it again. And I started it on, I want to say it's like Grandpa's sleeve.
This is where she really gets you because she gives you a little pattern like this. And the stitch count on this is 332 wide by 176 high. This is a massive project.
This is XG fabric.
It's beautiful.
And yeah, I think it's like Grandpa's sleeve or something like that. It is speckled and it's beautiful.
I'll take it.
I think I got a fuzz on my nose. Then okay. This bag's a bit of a hot mess. Because here's actually a project bag. It has touches of metallic where those spider webs are. Inside of it is Flamingos by Arctic Design. I got this the same year that I also got a Halloween box from Brandy. I loved her silks. And so I started the border in one of the silks that came in that Halloween box. And then this year, we were there and I finished kitting the rest of the project in silks. So I have my own colors and stuff going on. And then this fabric, I don't know what color it is, but it is Fabrics by Stephanie, I believe, that I got at Galleria a couple of years ago. So there you go.
You see, and I think you're at capacity. And we still have more to go.
Okay, here's the bag. This is on 36 count vellum by the Prairie or by Picture This Plus. And here's the pattern. It is Hocus Pocus by the Prairie Schooler.
Are you doing the big one?
Yeah. Massive, massive start. There you go.
Part of the border.
I think I might have you also pull this one out. I might restart this one on different fabric because I'm a 32 girl. I have accepted about myself, and this is not a huge start, so it wouldn't be that bad to restart that one.
Oh, it was 36.
Yeah. Mom's like, too bad. I would get a free piece of fabric from it. Because Mom,
I don't have to shove that in this bag.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of an equal opportunity as long as it's linen. 28 to 32 or 36. Yeah.
Okay, this one.
You got a good start. It looks like
I spent hours on this one. And I turned the corner. This one I have in what are these called?
I call them quilt peels.
Yeah.
You have floss hanging off one side. No, up in your hand. I'm just afraid it's gonna go.
This is Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain by Kathy Barrick.
Such a fun pattern.
It is so big, it takes half a yard.
Yeah, so look at this. Hold it up because you said you turned the corner.
This is the height
Wow, not even the width.
This is the height.
That'll be awesome.
I'm a corner starter. I think that's why I start on so many borders, is I'm a corner starter. So now that I have the height of the piece though, I will probably move to motifs inside.
And work a little bit at a time on
Yeah.
it.
But I got that far.
That'll probably keep you more interested
Yeah.
too.
But also I have enough time that I have time for like small to medium sized pieces. And so something like that, I started and I'm like, one of these days it might be nice to have enough time
Big
to finish
projects.
that. Yeah. But I haven't started. This, oh, okay.
I bet it's that.
Yep, it is. I think it's just called Trick or Treat by Barbara Anna. It is that little cat.
So cute. Look at the one right below it.
And then I chose my own fabric,
Which is really pretty.
and yeah, it goes this way. That's my start.
Is that the cat's ear?
No, it's just a star over on the side.
No, I meant below it.
Oh, yes, that is the cat's ear right there. So big, massive, massive start on this. Oh, and then the final project from this bag of Halloween
Oh, thank goodness, because I can't shove any more in here.
It's on 40 count Newcastle linen. I'm gonna keep it on this because I actually think I've made good progress. And I think it's actually stitching up fairly well. It is Remember Me by Birds of a Feather.
Oh, I love this one too.
I'm gonna hand that.
We were huge Birds of a Feather fans, and they carried a lot of them at our LNS.
And then this is my start on it.
Oh,
And
what
it's more,
fabric do
it's
you
a
think
lot
it
more
is?
orangey than it's,
Oh, and it's sparkly.
yes, it's opalescent. It's from Silk Weaver.
It's a 40 count.
Yeah,
Peach Orchard.
there you go. It really is, the colors are awful.
Today.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm like, I give up.
Yeah, because it's not yellow.
It's orangey.
It's very pretty. Peach Orchard. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
lighter
peachy.
orange, but yeah, it's very pretty.
Okay.
Okay, so one thing I want to say is that as she's going through, that was the 4th bag. So I think you need to tell us per bag which one is your favorite. What should Katie finish in 2024?
And I think we've told you every time we've switched
Paused
back.
and switched. Yeah.
So we're gonna pause real quick and we'll be back. We are back.
Bag 5.
First up. So this is Halloween. This contains my 13, but I'm starting with my non-13 for Halloween for the year. So
I think there was floss in there kind of attached.
I'm sure I'll pull it in a minute. So this is a Halloween year to June casting a spell. I would love this whole series, but I just cannot seem to find it. This is by Homespun Elegance. And
so this was a whole year?
yeah, there was a whole year.
A Halloween year 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I love the rest of the series, but I can't find them.
They
There
are
is some
cute.
floss that was
Drop.
folded in.
And a green one. Is that it? Oh, that's
Look,
attached.
this is how much I have done.
Oh my gosh, Katie. Get that out and get it done. What do you have left? Holy cow. Who talked to you during Jingle Ball?
Kristen.
Kristen, can you get on Katie and get her to get these finished? Oh my gosh.
Next up is what we call our Bella sleeve.
And we bought this fabric because they kept coming out with it in different colors. But it looks just like Katie's cat Bella.
Yeah. Especially when she gets scared, and she really does move up like
Yeah,
that.
her little eyes pop up like
she gets scared when mom's cat
What's
goes
funny-
after her. She goes,
What's funny is we put purple with black dots in this one, and then I think the next year
they
They
come
did
out
it
with the
in
bright purple.
purple.
Yeah. So in here,
oh,
he's
he has to be almost done.
Yeah, we talked about
Because there
this.
is nothing to.
I don't think I have his face in.
Yeah, well, that's because it's another color.
But there, I feel like maybe I'm
You put
missing.
the veins on it.
I did. I put the veins on, and so I have his face, like the
And you
facial
have the
features
top.
to do, and then I have to fill him. I don't even know if I'm gonna write Cattleman.
Yeah,
there.
that's why I was going to ask that. I don't know that it needs it.
It's
It's pretty
not-
cute without it.
It's not black. It's kind
It's
of brown.
purple.
Yeah, not brown, purple. Yeah, I'm glad you know your colors. too.
Yep, I do. I work at a school. Okay, we are into slap happy hour.
How many hours have we been doing this now? Okay, then I think I might want to pull this into my 13 this year because I think I'm gonna have a couple of empties.
Ooh,
Um,
I finished some this year.
so what's the tag say for the fabric?
32 count vellum from
Okay.
PTP.
Oh, hey, vellum, I could restart the one on this.
Well, you bought a huge piece of this. Do you
Yeah.
have the whole piece there?
Yeah. This is Jenny Bean's Halloween Sampler by Shakespeare's Peddler.
That's funny. I just found Jenny Bean's Christmas sampler in my stuff.
I
You have
like
it
her
also?
Jenny Bean. No, I really like her Jenny Bean series though. However, this is a terrible photo on the cover because it's so small. I had a really hard time finding the colors because she must have designed this for some special kit she did because she got special edition, limited edition colors from Gentle Art, and she listed them on there. And I was like, I can't get this color. So I had to like try and color match from the very small picture.
It could be that she got to name them for her release.
But that's my start. It was a challenge. That's what I'll say. It was
I
a
think I have
challenge
this
to kid
pattern
up.
too.
However, her names were really fun because I think she had like vampire and Frankenstein and stuff like that. They were all Halloween names for the thread.
So if you like this piece and you want to stitch it along with Katie, you might contact me and I'll double
Steal-
check and see if I have the pattern because I would send someone my pattern that I have not used and they could stitch with you. Wouldn't that be fun? You could have a buddy.
I think I got that pattern from Cecilia's actually. This is the one that I've done the flower on. Oh, look, a bag inside of a bag. We all know that I love
Oh,
that.
look, it's blood spatter fabric and inside we got this because we thought it made it look like just lots of blood all over.
Okay, there's supplies.
It was the gross thing. This says Woodland Halloween.
This is Jack's Fash by Plum Street Samplers.
Get a drink.
And this is the one that she has like turned sideways on here. And it's really tiny lettering. It says, here in the ruffed and autumn bower, the knobby ground, gourd and bitter flower, we merry make and sing hooray to our friend Jack on his birthday.
Mhm.
I actually just saw this done at our LNS. And
Really?
it's made me want to pull it back out. Yes. It's behind the counter. Okay, here, it goes this way.
This is a very formal piece for Halloween.
There you go.
That fabric is really pretty.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was dyed for Halloween pieces. Oh, look, a needle.
Is this an old one?
Not old. It's from 2020.
And you don't think your needle's okay? I'll get it in there.
I have really oily fingers, so no. I even if I only use them once and they stay in for a while, they get really dingy.
Okay.
Then, oh, now I have hiccups. This will be the fun section of the video.
It's because it's Halloween. It's making you scared, right?
No, that's how I get rid of them. I'm getting too excited.
Okay, this is a fun bag. This is from Shiva Designs. Hey, Melissa, if you're watching this, you know we love your bags. Cute.
See if checking my coffee will help with the hiccups. I am stitching Boo from Hello from Liz Matthews out of this.
This is Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher from when?
I don't know.
Open the cover. Oh.
2022 fall. However, I know that Liz has released this pattern And it's just for general sale now. Also, in the magazine, there was a printing error. And I don't know exactly where it is on the website, but somewhere there's a blog post with the corrected color.
On Liz's blog?
No,
On their blog.
Yeah,
Okay.
on Primitive Punch Needle and Primitive Stitchers website. Its colors got mixed around in the key, so they printed the correct key on their website. However, I did not know that.
There's an autumn lane in this one too.
Yeah, look, this giant piece of fabric I have for this. I did not know that, so I stitched mine in the wrong color.
That's okay. It just means your lettering will be dark.
Yeah, so
That'll be cute.
I think I have to figure out if I'm going to change other colors of things around it. But somebody else had the same issue the year that I started this, and I was talking about it, and they were like, "Oh, I did the same thing," and but I finished it, and they sent me a picture of how theirs turned out, and it was really cute. So I think it'll be okay.
It just makes the boo stand out a little more.
It does. Project sliding. Then, in a Tula pink bag.
Katie bought us a couple of sets of Tula pink bags. They're so fun. Is this the one with the lemurs?
Yes, it is.
They're so fun. And you can see, I would show you the back, but here, I can do it this way. So it's just like you can see through it in the back easily.
This is another hello from Liz Matthews. This is the pumpkin house. This was included in the kitten stitcher box that I got for Halloween. And so it has two pieces of fabric that you sew together once. So you stitch them separately and then you do it all together.
Are you stitching them separately?
I don't know. I have to make decisions, but I'm at least doing that house. Up there on the bluish fabric.
Beautiful.
I chose my own fabric. This is from XJU Designs, and I've started on that top border.
That black looks really pretty on it.
It does. So there's that. Then also we're just doing all of Liz Matthews at the same time, apparently.
Oh, this is a black needle bag.
It is. This is Tara did this for our treat box a couple of years ago.
So cute.
There's that. And
No.
Inside fabric. Ghosties. Sorry, I smacked you. I was just trying to do it quickly.
No, that was my thumbnail.
Okay. I have autumn cloche. I have completely color converted this. Because I didn't want to do the silks because I wanted to do a 32 count. I didn't want to do a 36, and I don't like how the silks lay on larger count fabric. And
she called for it on 40.
Yeah. And I wanted some variation in some of my threads. So I just redid the entire palette. I wanted it to look like it does on the cover, but I chose all my own material.
So here's your conversion. There you go.
Oh, there. Wrong way. That's my start. I went the whole width of the piece.
And that will be really pretty.
Because again, 32 is kind of my sweet spot.
Uh-huh.
Then,
know what you like, you should just go with it.
I do. This bag is from Renee, Golden Familiars.
It's really cute.
Here, it's this. Oh no, it's not. This is the inside fabric. It has Halloween cat faces. Also so I got it at our retreat because she was a vendor there. Then Judy from Judy's Project Bags and More sat at our table, and she had made thread beds for her table mates. So I got this Halloween one to go with it. Somebody at retreat also handed out scissors, and I happened to get a black pair. And I also put a scissor fob from Golden Familiars on the black pair of scissors. I have like a whole experience ready to go
really
here.
cute. I love the houndstooth.
And this is from Plum Street Samplers.
Ooh,
It is
I don't know that I have that much drink left.
Grimm's Haunt. This was also in the Shakespeare's Peddler Halloween box. This was the project that you could get like the deluxe version of the box and have it fully kitted, but it was going to be on 36 count, and I didn't want that. So this is on XG fabric. I don't know what color because I cut it all down, but I did
It's
the whole
fun.
border and I have some start on the inside there. There you go. Okay, Mom, hold your breath. It's more of the Peddler's Blend fabric.
Oh, this one had a cauldron on it.
Her bags and things were so cute. I could have blown my entire spending budget at her booth, but
Hopefully
hold
she
on.
comes back this year and we will be prepared.
Even if she doesn't vend, she was so lovely.
Yes.
Like, she's just a beautiful human being. Anyway, here is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings.
Ooh, I saw Debbie Dubla finish this year on a bright purple fabric.
We have been seeing the progress on
Oh,
this for years,
and it
it's
is
gorgeous
stunning.
because she stitches on it during our retreat.
Yes.
And so she'll take her progress photos and upload them to the album for her stitching challenges.
And where I was like, oh, look at the purple.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Katie's fabric is equally gorgeous. It's that same, what is this called?
It is Peddler's Blend.
Peddler's. Okay. I
And
always think that's who's made it.
here's my big skirt.
And these squares, if they're like the
They're
other
like
ones, are
96
92 by
Oh,
92.
Okay.
Because I have a year at Hawk Run Hollow and I'm stuck. But yeah, you should get to use a good chunk of that and then still have a good chunk left for something else.
It's actually most of the half yard, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's beautiful.
Because it's 32 count.
Yep.
Okay. 23 1/8 by 17 3/8. So you'll have a good chunk left because your fabric's like 26 by 36.
Okay.
Oh, I can't get it because there we go.
Okay, so that is it for the 13 I did, or for the Halloween I did not work on this year during 13 Stitches
Oh,
of
okay.
Halloween. So this, you all, if you've watched our videos from October, should have seen my progress on these. So first up, there's that bag.
Love that. And the inside is another picture.
And the pink tag there has the name of the maker. I can't remember.
Pinky Promises.
Okay. And then this is Witch Training Academy by Kathy Barrick.
I
And
think I have the Santa version of this.
I have to figure out which way it goes. This is where I'm at. This
Beautiful.
is on the Stitch Me fabric that I got from the Halloween box the first year she sent it.
Your skirt looks way prettier than it does on here.
It goes very gray in that photo.
Yes, and it's really purpley on here.
It's actually a purple, like it is very much a purple thread. Then
That's what made me look. I was trying to figure out if you had changed.
I have Spooky Countdown, which I got a very pitiful start on this year.
That's okay. It was a new start. This is a cute bag. Look at that. There's the inside and there's the outside.
Like, so pitiful, y'all. I didn't even make full crosses because it's in DMC. And I got to put in like 45 minutes worth of work on this. So here is the design. I am starting on the top bit there.
Is this a bag you got at Color and Cotton?
Yes, it is.
So we don't have the tag. I think it's like Treasured Memories is the name of the company.
This is my fabric. I'm really hoping there's enough. This was a brand new cut of her Salem fabric, but I feel like this is a lot shorter than the other one that I have for the Halloween town.
Did you maybe
but it was like a brand new folded piece of fabric. So I don't
Did you
know.
brand it the wrong way?
No, that it's a square. It's a square cut. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm hoping there's enough there.
We'll just have to count.
Yeah, but we may have to double check that one.
Mom's good for counting, right?
And then I have to find the right pattern to show for this one. Here. Come on.
This is a very vintagey bag that
It's like
is a you thing.
the perfect bag for this project. But look at the colors. Like, look,
And that's so pretty. Here we
all the
go.
colors like go. This is the Spooked Mystery Sampler from Lizzie Kate. I am on part 1. This was 3 patterns that you had to collect to create this trio that go all together. And
That's funny because I have another of her series that I'm working on.
that is where I am. Yours is vertical though,
Right.
and mine is horizontal.
So
which
these
I
would
think
be
is
really
funny.
cute together.
Yeah.
So I should pull mine out and work on it, huh?
This one is kind of an odd one to have in my WIPs. Because I actually finished one part of this
Okay.
year. But I'm keeping it in my WIPs because I know I'm going to stitch the other ones. This is Witch's Pantry by Hands On Design, and I stitched Toads, and I'm going to do the other 2 jars.
Which one will you do next?
I don't know. And I was talking about making a little shelf to go underneath it and put them all on the same piece. I don't know if I will though, because I kind of want to have a Halloween tree and maybe hang these up as ornaments on it. So I'm debating what I want to do here.
It looks good on that though.
It does. This is Slate by Fabrics by Stephanie. It's the call for. Then I have the Addams Family. Da 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 da. There's the bag, I believe, 805 Stitcher.
Yep, that felt like it. And it's all pumpkins inside pumpkin
It's
pin
like-
cushions.
Yeah, it's like tomatoes that are pumpkins.
Uh-huh.
And so yes, the Addams Family by Plum Street. And this year I finally finished filling in this house.
That is the cute.
And I want to say that this is on Pumpkin Pie by Needle Bling.
You are right. It's right there.
Then oh, I love all these. I just want to stitch on Halloween all year. Okay.
I love this one. Okay, Satsuma makes me happy. So
805.
I could feel that one, and it's just dots inside.
This is Satsuma Street. It is Ghastly Greetings. And
Such a fun project.
this is where I am at.
So, okay.
This
I
one,
see those. And you got down, did you work on bones?
no, I
Or
only
just
got
the
the
candies?
candy bits.
Okay, so
going.
she's this far.
I want to finish this one so bad because I have another one that came out the year after this one that is Sugar Skull.
Memento Mori?
Yes. And I'm not going to stitch it down black like it's charted. I have a piece of Phantom or Gothic.
I was going to say purple?
Yeah, it's like blue and purple from Picture This Plus, and it's an even weave because that's an even weave. And I found that doing the black even weave with this project was like the key to actually making it work. I can't tell you how many times I false started on a piece of black linen. It was bad, and I love linen. I am like all the rest of these projects you guys have seen have pretty much been linen.
This one you'll have to insert a photo.
Insert a photo here.
This one is in, who did this one? I don't know.
Dot Goose, I believe.
Oh, there it is.
And actually, what's really funny is that Keisha and I have been on the same wavelength with this one. We both texted each other almost at the same time to remind each other to get on and buy this. We both bought the full kit, And then
And a needle minder, it
Yeah.
looks like.
we both somehow bought the exact same bag from Goose independently and are both keeping our Halloween wreaths in said bag. And all without knowing that the other one was doing the exact same thing.
So fun.
It's pretty funny. Keisha is mom's filming partner, if you don't know. Then this is another one that I got from Color and Cotton. And I've kind of covered up the inside of it, but it's
fun.
panel design. This is the Haunted House by Bank Creek. This is a 3-part pattern. And the other 2 rooms are filled in, but I don't have a really good picture of that. And then this was my start for the year. This was a brand new project this year.
This is fun fabric too.
So this is Be Stitch Me caramel apple, I think. And then I color converted all of the threads to Color and Cotton. And so I've written all over those patterns what I am doing. Okay. I will have to insert another photo here.
Where mom's leaning down. That would be perfect.
And this is Midnight Magic.
This is an 805.
By Stitch Rovia.
Ooh, and you did so good on that this year.
I struggled for like 2 years on this one to really get it going. And then this year I was determined that it was going to actually look like I had touched this a little bit.
And so said, should I do this or should I do this? And I said, oh, I think you should do this because I think it'll help with everything else. And I don't know. The next thing I knew, she had it all done.
So this, I don't know what the fabric is. The tag came off at some point, but it is a Fabrics by Stephanie that I picked up at Galleria.
Yeah, I don't see anything in here.
So there you go.
That's beautiful, though. Was this in a magazine?
Yes, it was in Cross Stitcher magazine, which is a UK-based magazine. But I got PDF, like I get the digital version of the magazine.
Oh, this one's so cute.
There's the bag. It's from Linux Stitches.
Look at this with that, and it's sparkly
inside.
I can do that.
Yeah, it's like shimmery.
So pretty.
I got it at StitchCon. Okay, then inside of it is the Stitch Witch by Tiny Modernist.
She is so cute.
And it is some of mom's favorite fabric. Again, much smaller piece of it. And this is where I am at on there. I think
when Katie sees this fabric, she buys it.
This is my second favorite fabric ever. My first is Sparrow by Birds of a Feather, which they no longer dye. So yeah.
So if you ever find that, you should just buy it, send it to Katie. She'll buy it from you.
Yep. I love that fabric so much. And again, I will have to insert another photo here. And again, this is in a Linux Stitches bag.
That was in
our trick box a couple of years ago for Stephen King. Red Rum. This is the Scary Sampler by Heartstring Samplery. This was a new start. I think I started this one on New Year's Day this year. So I've done all of this year. I don't know what the fabric is because the bag is wrong.
Oh,
it's
Cosmic Platinum. Yeah,
it is wrong. So I got it from Cecilia's. It's freaking gorgeous, whatever the heck it is. And there we go. I love it. I love it so much. Beth is it's an amazing piece. Beth did such a good job on it.
Heartstring, yeah.
Then this one is getting close. This is we don't know who the maker is because I got this at a retreat and the maker did not put any labels on their back.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's a bunch of black cats because it looks like my black cat.
And the inside's just kind of fun.
And this is All Hallows Eve by Leela's Studio.
And you did Autumn,
Well, I don't
the
remember.
Autumn
Yeah,
Girl.
whatever she's called. I don't remember what she's called. So this is where I'm at on that one.
I love her skirt.
But I'm using the called for picture this plus fabric. I don't know if it's the same count, but it's
It was funny when Katie was stitching this year. I told her just when she held it up, it looked red, white, and blue to me. And I know that it's not. It's gray and it's a very orangey color, but yeah.
and my final Halloween piece. Cheer, everybody.
Woohoo!
Whoop.
I got it.
Okay, here's that. Is in,
You take the
nope,
floss.
is
Oh,
in a Little Boat 88 bag.
with spiders inside. Oh, I just showed you.
Only a tiny bit. It is Wicked Stitcher Society by Silver Creek Samplers.
Which is fun that you're doing this one because I did the one that was in our box, Fly by Night, Light School.
Yeah. And I this year worked on the lettering and got that far and ran out of the thread.
Oh,
So we met Judy to pick up the thread beds for our nice list box. And the night before we were talking to her and I told her my problem and she's like, why? Just bring it when I see you tomorrow.
and
So
it's
she brought me a skein of it. It's Onyx by the Gentle Art.
and that's the problem is that you can get onyx in more than one dyer's
Yes. But
losses.
yeah, I ran out partway through Society.
So you need to finish this, huh?
Oh yeah, because I have worked, I kept stalling out on the witch. And so this year I was like, I'm just gonna move over to the lettering and I'll finish the witch later. But I wanted to actually make sure that it was really gonna fit on this. This is
Oh,
also
so
a Fabrics
cute.
by Stephanie and it's opalescent. And again, I don't know what the fabric is, but it's pretty.
We do kind of like some purple for our
We
Halloween.
do. And that's another bag. So
What'd you like out of this bag?
I have one more bag and a couple of strays left. So we're gonna pause and come back. Okay, our final bag is Christmas. So I took the Jingle Around the Block class this year at the Jingle Ball. So this is the pattern.
Pretty cute.
And I started it during the class because she had notes on where to start it, how far to measure in. I have a little piece of paper in the box that it came in with information on it. It went really fast. I think I spent like half an hour and I got that far. Lettering goes fast.
And you have marked your fabric, huh?
She has marked my fabric.
Oh,
She marked, so this is the top and bottom, these two squares here, or not squares, rectangles. And then this is the wraparound. And then this piece is extra, but she gave a bunch of extra things in there that you can stitch extra patterns on
fun.
that if you want to. So, but she marked it so that you would have the right areas to start.
That's nice.
Um,
Because you guys were supposed to open this all together at the Jingle
yes.
Ball.
And I totally did that. I didn't read the email with that instruction the day after I opened the box. I don't know what you're talking about. Then this one doesn't have a fancy project bag. This is Cardinal Kin by Plum Street Samplers. You could do this a couple of ways, and I am doing a mixture of the two. So I'm using called for, but not all the same called for. And I don't.
Oh, your fabric's so pretty.
It's Picture This Plus, but I don't remember what it is.
Wow.
So this is my start for the year. I started it in November this year.
Really pretty.
I'm trying to fold it back there. And then, oh, I should have said, like Halloween, these are the ones that I did not work on for the 12 days of Christmas. I'm saving those for the very end. Here's this. It's a Christmas story book sleeve. I'm going to hand you thread. This is Sea Vine,
Which was originally
Yeah, part of Loose Feathers, and Mom had it, which is actually what I started it from. And then I bought the book so that I could give her back her copy of the pattern. And yeah, just have it in the book. So there's that. And then this is where I have gotten to on this. I actually worked on this last year. I had started it when I was a teenager. And I'm using all the materials that I had around as a teenager that Mom had around because I stole from her stash with permission. And yeah, that's where I am. There you go.
Oh, you do.
Then this one I'm keeping as a
Oops.
WIP technically, because it's not technically done. It's done, but it's not done. So there's the project bag. This is the pattern. What it is, Holly Jolly Christmas by Sisters and Best Friends. I chose all my own materials. It came with the little stocking here. So all that needs to be done on my piece is that I have to attach the stocking, and then there are a ton of beads that have to be attached all over this thing. But all of the stitching is done. Also, I did the majority of the stitching during the Jingle Ball last year, and I really messed up because I was having too much fun listening to everybody talk.
I don't think it'll be noticeable.
So yeah, this is in the correct place, and then all the lettering down below is shifted over too far. So I had to kind of fudge some things a little bit. We're just gonna go with it. It's fine.
Nobody knows if you don't tell them.
My mom told me to always tell the truth. This is a Love You More sleeve. It is like a premium, oh my gosh, why can't I think? What was the really soft fabric? Flannel thing. It was like their luxe flannel. This is Home for Christmas by Plum Street.
I think I have this one too.
We do, however, you bought the full kit and I had only bought the pattern. You bought it after me. So I did this first. But Mom had the full kit when I started mine, and all of her colors were like browns. And when I looked at that picture, I saw like blues and reds and I think I like a light blue or a light purple. I saw totally different colors. And so this is all my own color conversion too, because I wanted it to look how I saw it on the cover. So this is my start on it. And I'm sure colors are not coming up for you, but this is kind of a steely blue-gray color going across the top. I think it's more blue when we're not in this horribly yellow light we have going on in the office.
Yes. It is a fun day here, right?
Yeah. Then I'll have to insert a photo here. This project, I will fully admit, I had lost until I finally went through my WIPs. So earlier on when we were doing 12 days of stitching, Mom asked if I was working on Deck the Halls by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I was like, no, because I didn't know where it was. So I found it again, and here it is.
I started at the bottom on mine on a different fabric.
Yes, we both have printed fabric, but Mom has like little like snowballs where I actually have snowflakes going on mine. So there we go. Then I think this is yep, it's another blackbird. I just dropped a thread.
And we both have this one.
Yes.
And I finished the top.
This is before we made the decision to not double stitch. So we kept kind of double stitching things a lot. This is Early Christmas Morning by Blackbird Designs. And this is where I am at. I think Mom is doing 36 count and I am doing 32 count fabric.
I don't remember.
Then I believe we are to my 12. Here, I'll save that one till second to the end. In no particular other order other than the last two. First up, I will insert a photo here. This is Christmas Wreath by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. That is my book sleeve because I loved that fabric. We didn't put it in the shop. And this is my progress.
Oh, this is your fabric to make the pillow.
Yes, inside of it. So there we go.
You've made good progress.
That was my default project in 2022 when I was like, I don't know what I want to stitch on. I'm in a weird mood and I was like, well, time to pull out the Frosted Pumpkin wreath. Next, here's that, is This Joyous Season by Plum Street Samplers.
I think I have this one too. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Oh no, because I don't think I have one with this.
This is where I am at on it. This year I finished Unding Joy because I had Repeat the Soul last year.
And the fabric is beautiful on this one too.
Then this is Peppermint Candy by Lindy Stitches, and I will insert a photo here. There's that. I can't remember.
Painted Leaf Co.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I can't remember the name. I just know it's Sarah's mom. And this is 32 count limited edition by Color and Cotton. And that was my start. This is a brand new start for me this year.
That's cute.
I really like this fabric. The white's showing up really well on that fabric, even though it's a lighter neutral.
There's just enough color to it.
Angela is like the queen of neutral fabrics, I feel like. Like she can see the tiny variations in tone that really make a neutral work or not for a different project. Oh, hi. It helps if I have
The
a pattern to show you, right? Here's the bag. It's Shiva.
It has all this cute stuff inside.
And then this is Jack Frost's Tree Farm by Little House Needleworks. And I am only doing this first pattern. There is a whole series, but I'm just doing this one by itself. And I got a lot of progress this year. I started it last year and I only got the dark part of the roof and the dark, like the guy's hair and his boots or whatever. And that was it. So all the rest of this I did this year and I feel really good about that.
It's pretty cute.
There we go. I will have to insert a photo here. This is All Is Bright by Hands On Design. This is a brand new design for the Jingle Ball. This is on Juniper by Fabrics by Stephanie.
This is a cute bag.
And this is my start.
And this was 805.
Yep.
That's pretty fabric too.
And I'll have to insert a photo here. I apparently do a lot of digital stitching in Halloween and Christmas. This is Peace and Light, I believe. By Satsuma Street. And
You got a good chunk done this year.
Yeah. Last year I had the light part of the candles, the base, and I had the colored flames, and that was it. So this year I did the glow, and I think I did the beak this year, and I did the darker part of the candle and the little dishes, and I started swooping around there and did anything that you see in the bird body is from this year. So there you go. and it is on Mystic, I think, from Picture This Plus. Then I have Winter Essentials by the Primitive Pair. And this was a new start this year. My needle is falling out. This
I
needle
love
I
your
will keep
fabric
in.
on this one too.
Yeah, because I'm using the called for fabric. This was a new start, and I did the whole outline. And I have a tiny little piece of the figgy pudding on there because that was actually the center of the piece, and it was my zero, my starting point.
And that fabric is from the Primitive Hair.
Yes. Oh, there, it goes like that.
And pay attention when you buy her fabrics because sometimes it's the regular cut and sometimes it is the bigger print.
Yeah. Okay. Then I have to find the right chart.
Oh,
Ooh, mom down a needle
or scissors.
or scissors.
Oh no, a needle. Yeah, you be careful with that.
Ruffle Paper Co. I was like, who did that? This is Holly and Hearts by Lizzie Kate. Again, it is a 3-part mystery sampler from her. And I finished part 1. So next year I get to move on to part 2.
Oh. It's so pretty.
I finished it. Yeah, it's been actually a very quick one to work on and really enjoyable. This year I just ran out of time. Oh look, I have a spoiler card for the nice list.
It was in here.
And then
I'm afraid to put my hand in here now.
I'm sorry. Here I have some thread coming off on this one. Ma, can I just give this to you?
Mm-hmm.
This is You Melt My Heart by Annie B's Folk Art. And all I have left on this one is the snowman, which I kind of started on. And it is not the called for fabric, but it's really close.
And it is so pretty.
It's a scrap from our LNS that I just picked up.
It's maybe a little more purpley than what they used.
Yeah, I actually think theirs is a little bit darker.
Mm-hmm.
But it's minute. Then where is it? It blends in with the inside fabric. In this, it's pink inside, so I couldn't see it. This is Cocoa Time by Ink Circles. And I've actually worked on this more since you guys last saw it because I didn't want to stop stitching on it. So this is where I'm at.
It's looking really good. Let me see.
That's attached.
There we go. I know, I was just moving it.
So that's where I'm at. That's really cute. I love this one. And the one that I get to show here in about 10 minutes when we film our unboxing for the nice list. I will insert a photo here. It is Deck the Halls by Satsuma Street. And it's in this. And I finished the top portion last night. I filled in the star, I put in the various triangles on the side, and I finished the stems on the flowers last night.
We stayed up extra late so that Katie could get this finished.
Yeah, but I get to work on a moose next year. That's what I know. And it's on Coloring Cotton Fabric, but I don't remember the name. And finally, the last WIP is what I'm actually going to switch to. It is Santa Claus by Birds of a Feather. I started this one on Christmas last year. So my plan is to work on it on Christmas Eve and Christmas this year. And maybe finish. But there we go.
Oh, it's not very big.
No. But that's a lot of Santa
Yes.
to fill in. So we'll see if I finish this.
And do you have a couple more houses to finish?
Yeah, I have to finish filling in the colors on those. But this was a start. This was one day. I don't feel too bad about that.
Mm-mm.
And that is it. That is all the WIPs. So let me
What
know.
was your favorite in the last group?
Yeah. What was your favorite? And
If you made it this far, take another drink because you deserve it.
we're gonna go take a drink, take a deep breath, and we will be back. And we have to film our nice list unboxings for the day.
Mhm.
Because this will probably go up after those come out. So
Yes.
we'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got a lot of stitching done. Bye.